PAP Secretary General Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong chaired a press conference hours after nomination papers were filed on nomination day. 82 out of 87 seats will be contested in the coming election. And one of the toughest fights is expected in Aljunied GRC, where the Workers' Party has fielded heavyweights Lau Tia Kiang, Sylvia Lim and Chen Shou Mao. In the event that Minister for Foreign Affairs George Yeo, who leads the PAP team there, fails to get elected, what can voters expect?
大选是很严肃的事情，选民的决定是最后的决定，选民决定了，我们将接受选民的决定。你不能够说阿云尼区万一杨荣文失手怎么办？那如果红毛桥区万一李显龙失手怎么办？你有后盾吗？所以政治上、事实上没有绝对的安全网的，因此投票不要掉以轻心。
PM Lee also touched on the issue of smear tactics.
Well, my advice to candidates is to fight on the issues and this should be a clean fight. I mean, we are fighting on serious matters concerning the lives of Singaporeans and we should focus our minds on that. Politics is a complicated matter and however high-minded you may start in the heat of an election campaign, from time to time you find unwise speeches being made, which is why sometimes after elections you've got court cases to deal with. But fight on the issues. Character is not irrelevant. The quality of the candidate is not irrelevant. But this is not a matter of personal attacks on people. This is a matter of trying to decide who are qualified to represent the voters. And if there's something which is relevant to that and it has to be brought out, well, it has to be properly brought out and discussed. I will not go into this question of, I assume you're referring to, what's his name, Vincent Vijay Singha. I leave that to Vivian and his team to deal, and he said that Vivian has said his piece. It's really for the voters to decide. There's nothing more to be said on that.
With regards to WP Secretary General Lau Tia Kiang moving out of Hougang to contest in Aljunied GRC, PM Lee had this to say.
Now, as for Lau Tia Kiang going out from Hougang and trying for GRC and a First World Parliament, my answer is that's his tactic. It's really a tactic. He wants to win a GRC, I don't doubt. He's entitled to want to win a GRC. But finally, the question, what is a First World Parliament? The answer is it's something which doesn't exist anywhere, but it's a slogan which the WP has come up with, and it sounds good. But what really is a first-class system which is good for Singapore? And that is a parliament where you have a high quality of debate, a government which delivers responsible, capable leadership to the country, which makes the country prosper, a system which encourages people to participate in politics responsibly. So, for example, you will not go for racial politics and polarize a society, but you go for politics which will bring people together and try and seek a middle ground together. It's a system which finally delivers results for Singaporeans over the long term.
Another election surprise was announced this morning when Unionist Steve Tan, a new PAP candidate, dropped out of the election. He was expected to contest in Tampines GRC. Subsequently, Mr. Baey Yam Keng was transferred from Tanjong Pagar GRC to Tampines GRC. In his place was PAP's newest candidate, Dr. Chia Shi Lu, who is an MP-elect as the Tanjong Pagar ward was uncontested.
Secondly, on Steve Tan, I think Steve Tan has already told the press something which CNA has carried. And at the last moment, something came up and he was unable to stand for some personal reasons, and he told us. And although it was at the last moment, we decided that we had to accept his decision and we would put in a fallback. We have planned for this. The PAP always plans for this. I suppose you would say the PAP does that anyway. You're not surprised. But we have backup candidates, and we fielded our backup candidate, Dr. Chia Shi Lu, in Tanjong Pagar GRC.
Catch the full press conference with PM Lee on nomination day in the following clips.